What if a mask could speak your darkest secrets? But beware, once it starts, it never stops. Stay tuned to uncover the chilling mystery, and don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling stories. In the heart of Umuola village, where the wind whispers ancient secrets, there was a hut no one dared to enter. Dust covered and broken by time, it stood alone beneath the shadows of an old baobab tree. Children call it the Mask's house, but no one knew the truth until Nnaji did the unthinkable. Nnaji, a curious and fearless young man, had always been drawn to the forbidden. While others feared the stories of spirits and curses, he laughed them off. One night, after a village festival, his friends dared him to enter the Mask's house. The moon hung low, casting airy silver streaks through the trees. "I am not afraid," Nnaji declared, stepping over the creaking entrance. His heart pounded, but his pride was louder. Inside, the air was thick, as if the past still remained. Cobwebs held on to the walls, and the scent of old wood filled his lungs. Then he saw it, a mask. It was no ordinary mask. Its surface gleamed like polished ebony, with hollow eyes that seemed to wash in. Strange carving twisted across it, like snakes coiled in endless knots. Against every warning, Nnaji reached out and touched it. The mask trembled beneath his fingers. A low voice echoed through the room. "You have awakened me, and now you will listen." Nnaji froze. His breath pulled. The mask, it spoke, and it knew his name. Nnaji stumbled backward, heart pounding like the village drums during a festival. The mask floated gently from the shelf, hovering before his face. Its hollow eyes glowed faintly, and the voice, deep, ancient, rumbled again. "You seek answers, but truth comes with a price." His hand trembled, but curiosity burned brighter than fear. What are you?" he whispered. The mask laughed, a cold, hollow sound that sent chill racing down his spine. "I am the keeper of secrets, the voice of the forgotten. But beware, once you wear me, your soul will never be the same." Nnaji hesitated. He should have left, but something within him, pride, recklessness, pushed him forward. With one breath, he lifted the mask and pressed it against his face. At first, nothing happened, but then visions, memories that were not his. He saw the village as it had been centuries ago, a place where kings bowed before a masked oracle. He heard voices whispering truth, too dangerous to be spoken aloud. And then he saw a man screaming, scratched at his face as the mask refused to let go. Nnaji ripped the mask off, gasping, but the voice remained, a faint murmur in the back of his mind. "You cannot escape me now." He shoved the mask into a cloth and rushed home, heart racing. But as he lay in bed that night, the voice returned, whispering secrets about the villagers, secrets no one should know. And the worst part, it promised to reveal its deepest secret next. If you found a mask that could reveal everyone's secrets, would you wear it? Comment below. The next morning, Nnaji felt the mask's weight even without touching it. Its whispers crept into his thoughts, revealing things he shouldn't know. As he walked through the village, the voice grew louder. The chief's son stole from the temple. The healer's herbs are laced with lies. Nnaji shook his head, trying to silence it. But when he passed Ikene, the village's most respected hunter, The Max's voice turned cold. He betrayed his brother and buried the truth beneath the old palm tree. Nnaji froze. Ikenna, a murderer? It couldn't be true, could it? The voice slid through his thoughts again. Speak it, or the Max will speak your truth instead. That night, the Max called to him. Against his better judgment, Nnaji slipped it on. This time, the vision were clearer. He saw Ikenna in the dead of night, digging a grave beneath the palm tree. Nnaji's stomach twisted. The Max wasn't lying. The next day, Nnaji stood before the elders. I know a truth that cannot remain hidden, he announced. The villagers gathered, curiosity buzzing like bees. Nnaji pointed to the old palm tree. Dig there, and you will find Ikenna's crying. The crowd murmured, and under the elder's command, they dug. Moments later, gapes filled the air. Bones, half buried, brittle, and broken, lay beneath the roots. Ikenna's face drained of color. It's a lie, he roared. But the Max's truth was undeniable. The hunter was seized and dragged before the elders, his fate sealed. As the crowd despised, Nnaji felt a chill itch down his spine. The Max has given him power no one else had. But what would it ask in return? Do you believe knowing the truth is a gift or a curse? Share your thoughts below. Days turned into weeks, and Nnaji's life changed. People feared him, but they also sought him out. Whispers spread across Umuala, the boy who knows your secrets. At first, the power felt intoxicating. Nnaji exposed liars, thieves, and traitors. The elders began to trust his vision. Mothers brought their children, asking if the Max would reveal their future. But with each truth Nnaji spoke, the Max grew heavier, its voice more demanding. One night, as the moon hung red in the sky, the Max's voice returned, colder than ever. I hunger. Give me another truth, or I will take one from you. Nnaji's hand trembled. What do you mean? The Max laughed, a sound that echoed through his mind. You owe me, and if you do not speak their secrets, I will reveal yours. A wave of fear washed over him. There was one truth no one in the village knew, one he had buried deep. If the Max revealed it, his life would be ruined. The next morning, Nnaji sought out Nneka, a widow, who had always seemed too quiet. He slipped the Max on, desperate to feed its hunger. The vision struck instantly. He saw her, years ago, poisoning her husband's soup under the cover of darkness. By nightfall, the village knew her crime. She was cast out into the forest, cursed to wander until her death. The Max was satisfied for now, but as Nnaji lay in bed, his heart was heavy. The Max wanted more, and if he couldn't deliver another secret soon, it would devour his own. If you had to reveal someone's darkest secrets to save yours, would you do it? Let us know below. Nnaji barely slept each night. The Max's voice grew louder, its whispers crawling into his dreams. By day, he smiled and walked among the villagers, but inside, fear bit at him. He knew the Max's warning wasn't empty. If he didn't feed it soon, it would reveal his secrets, the one truth that could destroy him, the secret of who he really was. Years ago, Nnaji's mother had confessed the truth on her deathbed. He wasn't the son of the man who raised him. His real father was a wandering warrior, a man exiled for treason against the village. If the Max spoke this truth, Nnaji would lose everything: his home, his friend, his place among the people, and the Max knew it. One more truth the mask is in his thoughts, or your own shall be set free. Desperation drove him to follow Ekene, the village weather trader. Rumors swirled about his sordid riches. How did a simple farmer rise to such fortune? Nnaji knew the mask would reveal the answer. That night, beneath the cold moonlight, he placed the mask over his face. The vision came swiftly. Ekene leaning before a strange shrine, deep in the forest, offering blood to a shadowy figure. The mask's voice rang clear. He made a pact, wealth for his soul. Soon, death will come to collect. Nnaji's stomach turned. Was he willing to destroy another life just to save his own? But as the mask paused with hunger, he realized he had no choice. By dawn, the village knew Ekene's secret. Fear gripped the people, and Ekene fled into the forest, never to return. But as Nnaji removed the mask, a chilling thought crept into his mind. How much longer before the mask could come for me? The mask's power is growing, and so it is hunger. What secret will it reveal next? Share this story and subscribe to uncover the terrifying truth. Nnaji tried to escape the mask's voice, but it followed him everywhere. Each secret he revealed only made it stronger, more demanding. He had become a prisoner of its power, and the weight of the next truth pressed on his soul. One evening, as the village prepared for the harvest festival, Nnaji locked the mask inside a wooden chest. "I will not wear you again," he swore. But as the drum echoed through the air, the mask's voice slid back. "You cannot hide from me, Nnaji. One more truth, or your own will be born in their ears." His heart raced. If the villagers learned his true bloodline, that he was the son of a traitor, he would be cast out or worse. The mask had him trapped, and time was running out. Desperation pushed him to consider the unthinkable. What if he destroyed the mask? He had seen it reveal terrible truths. But what if it could die? That night, beneath the light of a full moon, Nnaji crept into the forest, carrying the mask wrapped in a cloth. He reached the river of souls, a place where elders said cursed objects could be cleansed. With shaky hands, he threw the mask into the still waters. It sank beneath the surface without a sound. Relief flooded his chest. But as he turned to leave, a cold wind swept through the tree, and then he heard it. Did you think it would be that easy? Nnaji turned around in horror. The mask floated above the water, dripping with water, stronger than ever. Its hollow eyes gleamed, and the voice became a roar. "You cannot destroy me. I am bound to you now, until your truth is told." And deep inside, Nnaji realized a terrifying truth. The mask could never be destroyed. If you were Nnaji, would you keep hiding your secret or face the truth? Let us know in the comments. The mask haunted Nnaji's every step. No matter where he went, its voice followed, an endless whisper that chilled at his sanity. Sleep became impossible. Food lost its taste. The mask wanted its truth, and it would not stop until it had it. One night, the mask took control. As Nnaji slept, his body moved against his will. He walked in the village square, the mask grip in his hands. The air was heavy with silence, and the moon hung blood red in the sky. "It is time," the mask hissed. "Either you speak, or I will." Nnaji's heart pounded in his chest. He knew if the villagers learned he was the son of a traitor, his life would be over. But if he stayed silent, the mask would reveal its truth anyway, and in the brutal way possible. As the first rays of dawn broke the horizon, the elders gathered. Nnaji stood before them, the mask burning against his palms. His voice trembled. I have served this village, revealed the secrets hidden in the shadows. But he swallowed hard. I have a secret of my own. Gapes rippled through the crowd. The marks paused with power, eager to tear the truth from him. But before it could speak, Nnaji raised his head. My father was a traitor. He betrayed the village and was cast out. I am his blood. The marks shake in his hands. For the first time, its voice stammered. The truth, freely spoken, was stronger than its cause. Cracks split across its surface, and a terrible wail echoed through the air. The marks crumbled into dust. Nnaji fell to his knees, breathing hard. The curse was broken, but at what cost? The elders whispered among themselves, and Nnaji knew his fate now lay in their hands. Would they forgive him or cast him out? The truth has power, but can it save Nnaji? Share this story and subscribe to uncover his final fate. The village square fell silent. Nnaji knelt in the dust, heart pounding, as the marks remained scattered in the wind. The truth was out. He was the son of a traitor. He braced himself for the elders' judgment. Chief Okafor, the eldest among them, stepped forward. His gaze was heavy with years of wisdom. You have revealed the sins of others, he said, but today you have faced your own. That takes courage, but courage alone may not undo a blood curse. Murmurs rippled through the crowd. Some villagers demanded his exile. Others, those he had freed from the marks, cried truth, argued that he had earned mercy. Nnaji bowed his head. I did not choose my father's sin. I only sought to protect this village from the marks' curse. His voice trembled, but he met the chief's eyes. But if I must suffer for the truth, so be it. A long silence followed. Finally, Chief Okafor raised his hand for quiet. The marks curse has haunted our people for generations. Yet you broke it, not by running from the truth, but by facing it. His voice softening. You are no longer bound by your father's shadow. You are Nnaji, a protector of this village. Relief washed over Nnaji as the chief turned to the crowd. Let him stay. Let him walk among us, not as a curse, but as a lesson. Truth is a heavy burden, but it is also the path to freedom. The villagers, one by one, nodded in agreement. Nnaji's heart lifted. He was free, not just from the marks, but from the shame of the truth he had feared for so long. As the sun rose higher, he realized the marks had taught him a lesson he would never forget. The truth may destroy, but it can also set you free. Truth is a powerful thing. It can break you or set you free. What would you do if faced with a truth too heavy to carry? Share your thoughts and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful stories like this one. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.